Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today I'm coming at you with another LEGO build. This is the AT-DT from the builders Thrawn's Revenge and Melnick. And this build is for you. I mean, sorta. We were building this one, but feel free to comment below on what other kinds of creations you want to see in the future. We're always checking the comment section below for more suggestions and ideas. The all-terrain defense turret, AT-DT, first made its appearance in the Star Wars mobile game, Star Wars Commander, but then quickly made its actual appearance in Solo, a Star Wars story. The only thing they changed, I think, was just the blue shots turned to red shots for some reason. In comparison with its Walker cousins, it's a little slower firing, but it's got a fairly decent amount of power when it shoots, and it's also accurate, has some pretty good range. So as long as this vehicle is getting enough infantry support at the medium to close ranges, this Walker can cause some real damage to an incoming enemy force, hence the name Defense Turret. I'm here today to talk to you about the details of this little LEGO model and how it holds up as a real build. But before I jump into all of that, first I want to say that if you wanted to build this creation for yourself, you can get the instructions at our web store, BrickVault.toys. With each purchase comes the PDF step-by-step building guide, plus a parts list for fast ordering your pieces online. We physically test each model, we test the instructions for the ease of build, and the parts are chosen for availability on the brick buying market. Buying instructions from us is a great way to help support the channel and the talented designers that we work with, like Melnick and Thrawn's Revenge, who also has his flash speeder with us as well. Link in the description below. And I gotta say, the AT-DT is like one of my favorite looking walkers from the Star Wars universe. It resembles the classic AT-ST in a lot of ways, but it's a bit more rugged and stocky and just generally brutish looking. The feet look like small round AT-AT feet. The legs and support platform for the turret head are a bit thicker, and the walking stance at the same time is also just a little bit wider. And I think that's all in service of supporting this larger artillery type cannon that it has. It's probably got a lot more recoil. Visually, it's got a very World War II throwback kind of aesthetic as well. The offset seat and cannon remind me of an anti-aircraft cannon, while that simple, flat, slightly angled bit of armor with a vertical cutout for the cannon barrel resembles something a lot closer to maybe a 5-inch cannon as seen on a naval ship. At the end of the day, in Star Wars, this was a simple utilitarian vehicle that served a very basic purpose, but now let's get into the physical attributes of this as a LEGO build. Now, I'd say the number one element you need to pay attention to when putting together a brick-built two-legged creation is stability. You gotta ask yourself, how well does it stand? Can you bump it and won't fall over? Or if it does fall over, is it a disaster to rebuild? Can it be posed differently without too much fuss? Can I balance those features while still having it look cool and accurate? And frankly, I think the builders did an excellent job answering those questions. The general rule here with a walker is that the bigger a model gets, the more you're going to want to lock the leg joints due to weight constraints. But I found that the AT-DT really doesn't push its joints to the limits though. The friction of the Technic lift arm, open stud, bar joints, that combination of pieces makes a joint. It's found on 3 different points in the legs, and they never break under weight. Smartly, the designers actually used one of these joints here at the bottom for the ankle, when I could probably imagine they were tempted to try to give it a ball joint, which probably would have severely affected its ability to stand properly. At the same time, you do have ball mixel joints that connect the legs to the body, but they're a lot higher up, a lot less weight, and they're really stiff. It may sound strange to kind of get excited about this kind of functionality, but when you zoom out and look at a lot of the more contemporary two-legged walker official LEGO sets, LEGO often just has maybe 1 or 2 joints that they include with those builds, while this one has 5 articulating joints on each leg. So that's quite a lot more functionality, and I really do think that you can interact with it pretty much the same way as a set. Now, for anybody that has a model that has legs and can articulate in dynamic ways, posing will kind of always equal a certain level of fussing, but you're not breaking this model on accident as you're moving it around and changing its positions. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's just a good looking support vehicle, and it fits in extremely well with the other Imperial ground forces that we've been accruing over the years. Remember, it is accurate as minifig scale with the rest of these guys. The details are spot on, and maybe for a larger diorama, I might actually build a couple more of these at some point in the future to just populate a scene in a more fun and dynamic way. The instructions can be found at brickvault.toys. That is linked in the description below. If you enjoy our content, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, or share. If you have any other ideas on more builds for the future, also comment below. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking around to the end, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.